How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here, and this is the first episode of team reviews. Okay, so this is your guys' teams you're sending me, and I'm going to give you guys reviews, what I think you should do, what I like about your team. All right, so basically the way to enter this and to send your teams in so I can post it on YouTube, join the Discord. That link's in the comment section down below in the description. Join that, post your team in there, and first of all, just hang out. I mean, it's a great place to be, the Discord. I mean, you got a lot of hot talk, and you can post all your best pack polls and all that good stuff, and tell me how much you hate the game or love the game. And yeah, let's get it going though. All right, so we're gonna go one by one here. We'll see how many we get through per video, but if you want to be a part of this, make sure you're in the Discord. All right, so without further ado, we're checking out Walnuts team right now. Okay, so Walnut currently does not look like he has any synergies active. Walnut has X Factor Panarin. He has a team builder Kessler, which I really like. Kessler's a really good card. He's got really good face-offs. Matthews on the wing, X Factor edition. Jones is sick. Really like the defense. Deline, you know, I wouldn't have Deline personally. I don't think he's amazing. I think he should try. Walnut, you should probably, I would consider picking up, or maybe consider making Olofsson. That could be decent. I feel like that could be an interesting idea. I feel like maybe for your defense. Yager I don't love, that's for sure. In general though, your forwards are extremely good. Your fourth line, yeah, I mean, maybe at some point you'd like to change up, you know, him and Bacchus. I mean, it's not the greatest for sure, but I mean, overall this is a very solid team. The only thing I'd really question is Deline. Maybe get rid of him, replace him with someone else. Barstrom's a good goalie. Probably get, like I said, maybe try to make Samuelson at some point. Just, you know, try to really think this one out. You know, I mean, Quinn Hughes. I love your two, you know, first and second line defensive pair. That's a very good pair right there. So yeah, that I definitely like. But other than that, try to work on this fourth line at some point. And Deline, I like it overall. Kennedy is questionable, but he can be okay for now. All right, now that's it for Walnut's team. Now let's move on to the next team. It is going to be Serene's team. Okay, Serene sent me this in, and here it is. So you got the X Factor Barzell. You got Stamkos as well. Base McDavid, love that. Love your defense for sure. So I love the top four especially. So Gerard's a cheat code. He's so fast. Hedman and Makar, amazing. Jones is amazing. Spurgeon and Ellis, that's where you lose me a little bit for sure. He might have it for Fly the Zone, though. He might have it just active because of Fly the Zone, so I can't really 100% say anything. But yeah, he might have Fly the Zone active, so that's why he has him. But there's definitely better options than him. I would definitely look to pick up just... It's tough to say. It's tough to say because you definitely want to make sure you get someone other than Ellis, but I think Spurgeon especially is the one that's concerning me. Quinn Hughes would be a really good one to pick up for Spurgeon's replacement, at least in my eyes. So I think he'd be a good one to get. Kuznetsov I love due to his speed. Panarin, Bergeron. Bergeron's base card is not amazing, but it's not terrible. Suzuki's awesome. Nylander's a great card. O'Reilly has a great ability. Texier, I know he has Fly the Zone, but there are definitely better cards with Fly the Zone than Texier. So focus on trying to upgrade, you know, Spurgeon. I think your defense is where it should really start. Like this third pair needs help. I wouldn't be like crying about Texier, but definitely would love to replace him as soon as you can. He's definitely not a card you want to have on your team for a very long time, that's for sure. So Alexander Texier, I mean, definitely not the best, but definitely not the worst card I've ever seen either. So overall, I like the team though. I mean, I'm assuming you're free to play, which is definitely a solid team for being free to play early on in the year. So keep it going, man. I like it though. Overall, it's good. Then in this next team here is going to be McJesus or Will, whatever you want me to call you. But he's got a really good top six. I mean, really good team. Oh my goodness gracious, this is crazy. But then you lose me with Roman Josi. Why don't you have Quinn Hughes? You should make Quinn Hughes Halloween card, definitely. But Ovi, Crosby, McDavid, that's unbelievable first line. First of all, that's like a cool line, number one. Makar, Hedman, McKinnon, Drew, Matthews. Oh my goodness, this guy has such a good team. So he made the Drew Halloween card. I would also consider. So Saros, he has him for Fly Zone. No, Stop using Soros right away. Stop using Soros. Get Leonard, get Leonard, get Leonard, get Leonard, or Bishop. Do not use Soros in net. He's too small. He really is. Slavin solid for defensive purposes, and I'd also get Quinn Hughes Halloween card if you could save up for that. It'd be a really, really good decision. Drew, I love. I mean, all these forwards are amazing. Rantanen, Dry. See, this line could be a little bit slow, though. What I would actually do, potentially, is I would actually move up Suzuki, maybe, to this line, and then... It's tough, though, because you have a lot of slow players. Like, Yager and Rantanen aren't really that fast. Even Leon aren't really, like, you know, burners. But I would consider putting Suzuki up here at center and see how that goes, you know. That would be potentially a good idea in my eyes. So, yeah, I mean, that's just something to consider. But overall, I love it. I love it. Just keep upgrading your X Factor cards, and definitely gotta try to get Quinn Hughes and try to get Leonard, and maybe consider Suzuki up. All right. Moving on to the next one, it's gonna be Tiller's team. All right. So Tiller has Applesauce and Gladiator active. So 2 Sins. So we got McKinnon, Matthews, base McDavid, Makar, Hedman, base Ovechkin. Stassy's probably a good card, actually. Stassi always, like, for some reason is good in game. 88 speed. Yeah, pretty solid shot as well. So I love the defense, though. I mean, Makar, Hedman, Jones, Hughes, Hamilton, Graves. That's an amazing, probably the best defense we've seen so far in the video. Honestly, it's a really, really good team. Leon, keep on upgrading him. That should be your #1 priority, is upgrading your X Factor cards. So I think right now your next step right away is upgrading Leon. I think base Stamkos, base Kane, those are fine cards for right now in the year. You really shouldn't go crazy about them. Rask, I definitely don't think is that great, but you have him now, so you kind of have to use him, right? But... yeah, upgrade your Leon. That should be a main priority, no doubt. Other than that, though, I think you have a really, really good team here. And Ovechkin, I mean, maybe get his card, his special card, his prime time. I think it's a Fly the Zone card. It's actually really good, but you don't really have Fly the Zone close to being active, sadly. But other than that, I mean, I really, really enjoy this team a lot. I think it's an extremely, extremely good one, Tiller. And I think you should just try to keep on upgrading the X Factors, all right? Moving on to the next team now. This next team is going to be Jack's team, okay? So JackFont. All right, so JackFont sends me his team, and he's got base Marchand, Stamkos, Kane, Ekblad, Jones, Hedman, Doughty, Fox, and Krug. He's got Ovechkin, Eichel, DeBrincat, Huberdeau, Couturier, Connor, McCarty, Tavares, Radulov. Okay, so what you need on this team right away is base Kuznetsov for sure. His speed is absolutely insane. He's got 90 speed for an 82 overall, which costs nothing. I'd recommend getting Sagan for sure over McCarty. Get base Sagan. Definitely consider getting like a Kopitar base card. Crew's not terrible. I definitely would prefer you to probably get Quinn Hughes. I know maybe you don't have a lot of coins available to you. Couturier is a very base card for sure. Your top 6 is fine though. Like, these are fine cards. I mean, I'd prefer to put... I'd rather have Ovechkin on the first line. I guess that's what you like. Maybe you like it like this. Lefty's on the left side here, and right's on the right. But, like, the weird thing is you might as well put DeBrincat up here or Ovechkin or something, right? Because then you could just put out a left-handed winger here instead. But it's up to you. I mean, if that's what you prefer, I'm not going to tell you you're crazy. But overall, your defense is not that bad, honestly. I like Ekblad's card. Jones is solid. Hedman's solid, obviously. Doughty's not bad. Again, I'd love you to get Makar at some point, even if it's a base card. That'd be a really, really effective card, but not terrible. Not terrible at all. So, I mean, I like what you got overall. Just work on trying to slowly upgrade your cards like Radulov. You shouldn't have him anymore. Get Kuznetsov. He'd be a lot better. And even Tavares is very, very slow. So, yeah, definitely wouldn't recommend him for much longer. This next team is going to be Prez's. So, Martinuk, here we go. We got McKinnon, X Factor. Eichel, base card. Crosby on the wing. You definitely lose me there. Crosby on the wing should not be happening ever, in my opinion. I don't know why he's on the wing, but Jones, Hughes, Makar, put him on the first pair, #1. Graves, Carrick, and Slavin. Love the defense. I think it's an awesome defensive core. We got Point, Suzuki, Kane, DeBrincat, Aho I love. Kuznetsov's primetime, super good card as well. Zibanejad, Ferraro, and Gaudreau. So I actually really like your forwards a lot. You have a lot of fast cards, which is really, really good and important early on in the year, I'd say. So maybe I consider getting Stamkos. Try to get Stamkos maybe to replace DeBrincat. I know you have his synergy active. I think it's Protector, which is a nice one, but not that important. Actually, you can lose him. Yeah, you don't even need it. You have 6 out of 5. I try to get base Stamkos at least. I think he'd be a really, really good card for you. So that's something to consider. I'd put McKinnon at center too. I think what are his faceoffs? They are 75. Eichel's are... Yeah, I put him at center. Put Eichel on the wing, but not that's going to make a big difference, but that's what I do. I'd consider doing that, okay? So, yeah, that's what your team looks like. It's not bad. I like it. I like it a lot. The defense especially is really, really exciting to look at. It's very, very good. So, let's look at JT's team now. Here we go. He's got Suzuki, Matthews, X Factor card, Base Kane, Jones, Shabbat. Oh, X Factor Ovechkin. Now that's a card that I would love to have. Base McDavid at center. I don't know about, but Kucherov. So he's got the Jones, Shabbat defense, Makar, Hedman, Hamilton. Okay, I love your defense, actually. It's a very good defense. I'd put Makar in the first pair, though. Not that it's going to change so much, but that's what I would consider doing. Then we got McKinnon on the third line. It's actually a pretty deep forward core. Stamkos, X Factor, Kuznetsov, I love as well. Sundin on the wing, huh? How about that one? Kaprizov as well. He's a Wild fan, so you got to have him. We got Cam Talbot as well in net. He's a Wild fan, so I'll let it pass. But I've heard some bad things about Talbot, honestly. I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, I mean, what I would do for you is probably... I think you need somehow... I put Ovechkin probably on the first line. I think what you really like to do is maybe upgrade your left-handed wingers. So, maybe if you don't like any cards from this event, because there's really not too many left-handed wingers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to put Crosby, his on the wing. So, I would save up... save your cards or whatever like that for the new event on Friday and see if there's any left-handed wingers you could potentially buy, because right now it's not a crazy amount that are available, but I mean overall your forward core it's a solid team. It really is. It's not bad at all. I like the direction it's going in. You have Fly Zone, Active, Gladiator, and Magician. Plus you're one away from Booming Shot, which is not bad either. So I like it. I really do, dude. I really like it. GK's team. So here we go. He's got Pasternak, O'Reilly. O'Reilly's probably sick due to his ability. McDavid, McDavid's McDavid. I love that. Foot. Oh my goodness, I need this card so bad. I love that. Great first pair. The defense is looking really good in general. Jones and Hughes and Makar and Yossi. Fantastic defense right there. Barzell, Matthews, Richard's probably a cool card too to have. Wow. McKinnon, Newendike's awesome as well. Kucherov, team of the week. Stamkos, Bergeron, and Kane. This is an awesome team, dude. Awesome team. The only thing I'd consider maybe is Bergeron, getting rid of him at some point. I know it gives you booming shot, but Bergeron is not really amazing. 85 speed. His shot's very weak. Yeah, it gets his shots to be a little bit better, but it's not even really that good. If you have Kane X Factor on your fourth line, you got a good team, man. I really like this team a lot, actually. Definitely should put Matthews on the first line. I'm not sure if that's just a thing for the website, but I would definitely make sure Bergeron gets off the team soon, though. I know he's booming shot, but it's not that serious. It's not that good to use it like that, so definitely don't do that. And then we have the next team. I like the team, though, GK overall. It's Alaskan Husky, okay, so Alaskan Husky, here we go. We got Pasternak X Factor, Crosby X Factor, Matthews X Factor, Carlson X Factor, Quinn Hughes, Hamilton, Muzzin. Okay, so definitely would not recommend Muzzin. I would get Victor Hedman over him. 84 overall edition, no doubt. Stamkos is an awesome card. Couturier, Kucherov, Barkov on the wing is not a very great idea, especially because he's not that fast. Gillies, Bergeron, and Perry. You don't have distributor active either, do you? So no, you don't. Not at least it doesn't show it that you do. But I would consider getting, again, a replacement for Perry. Like this fourth line, get Kuznetsov over Gillies, okay? Because how fast is Gillies, number one? 86 speed. Get base Kuznetsov over Gillies. He'd be a better card for you, no doubt. Leonard, I love. I mean, awesome card. The defense is honestly fine outside of Muzzin. I think your defense is really good. But, yeah, I mean, I would just consider that. The fourth line, Gillies and Perry don't really need to be there. Bergeron's not bad, but I definitely don't like Perry and Gillies being there. I would probably consider getting Ovechkin even rather than Perry. I'd rather have Ovechkin base. I mean, I don't know. It's not bad, though. I don't know how many coins you have, what your situation is, but the next team, we got Flibal's team. Here we go. So, really looking good team. So, he's got a lot of Master Set players. Puljujärvi, Crosby, McDavid, X Factor. That's the first one I've seen so far in the video. Makar, Hughes, McKinnon, Draisaitl, Kucherov. Okay, so many X Factor cards. Carlson, Hedman, Jones, Shabbat. The defense is really good. Marner. I didn't see many Marner X Factor cards with people having him. Matthews, Kane, Scheifele. Okay. So every single card has an X Factor outside of Crosby, Puljujarvi, McKinnon, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot of X Factor cards in this team. The only thing about having a lot of X Factors is you're going to have to upgrade them, and it's going to cost you a lot. It's the only downside to it. But overall, I mean, it's still a really, really good team, even if you don't upgrade any of these cards for a little bit. So definitely really like these cards, and I think it's very, very... Prez is probably really good and cool as well, because he's got the ability of post-to-post, which can definitely help on one-timers. So yeah, overall, I like this team a lot. I really, really do. I think Flibal, you got a good one. I think you really, really do. The only thing that I'd change potentially is Shabbat at some point. Maybe for... I don't even know, honestly. Wait for the next event. I think with this team right now, you guys wait for the next event, see if there's any new cards you'd consider getting, because right now, I think you're in a really, really good spot, and I wouldn't change much at all right now. I really wouldn't. So, yeah, really keep it up. I mean, keep upgrading your cards, your X Factors, and you'll be in a great spot. All right, moving on to the next one. It's Alex's team. All right, so we got Suzuki MSP, Crosby X Factor, Crosby base card, Suzuki's event card, Hedman. We got Pasternak, Kopitar, Rantanen, Hamilton, Yossi, Fox, and Sergachev. See, Sergachev, he's not bad, but I definitely replace him with Quinn Hughes rather than that. Stone, you know, a little bit too slow. I know he has workhorse, but he has no speed synergy, so... Dicey. I wouldn't keep him for long. I'd rather pick up Ovechkin. Definitely try to get Ovechkin at some point. Or McKinnon. Base McKinnon would be really, really good for you as well. Martian I don't like due to his size. I'd rather honestly have, like, honestly, I'd rather have, like, even base Kuznetsov over him. I know I sound obsessed with him, but I really rather would. But, I mean, Yossi's fine. I like Yossi's base card for a little bit, for sure. So, definitely wouldn't go crazy about that, but... overall, I mean, Rantanen, he's a little bit slow, but Kopitar's X Factor, I love. I love most of these cards. I really, really do. Stone's the only one I definitely would not keep for much longer. Sergachev, same thing. Yossi can be okay with the third pair for a little bit longer. Fox is fine because he's fast. I love Hamilton's X Factor. You know, you don't have to hear me tell you that just to know. But yeah, I mean, overall, that's a nice team right there, Alex. It really is. And then the last team we got is Kankles, all right? So we got Puljujarvi, Giroux, McDavid, and this is a really, really good team. Oh, my goodness. How do you get McDavid? Foote, Samuelson, Panarin, Kessler, Matthews, Barzell, Scheifele, Kane, Pasternak, Suzuki, and Kucherov. I would definitely use Leonard and that, though, over Kemper, Kankles, I'll be honest with you. Foote, Samuelson, Jones, Hughes, oh my goodness, Makar and Hedman. That is absolutely insane. And he's Sins active. It doesn't look like it, but that is still ridiculous. Oh my goodness, Kankles. What a team, actually. It's crazy. I definitely... I don't know what really like to say. I mean, there's really not much I'd change. I'd say just kind of wait and see what the next event cards are going to look like in the new MSPs, because right now I think you're in a really, really good spot, Kankles. I really do. I wouldn't change much. I really, really wouldn't. I think it's a very, very good team, Kankles. So... that's pretty much going to wrap up this first episode of the team reviews. If you want to partake in this, you want me to look at your teams, I'm going to be doing these probably every week, maybe a little bit more often, depends, I'm not sure. But if you guys want to be a part of it, send your team in the Discord. That link's in the description as always. But I hope you guys did enjoy it. First one, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel here. And if you guys have any advice for these people as well, let them know in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek with 3 E's, and join the Discord to talk to me. Follow and subscribe to the channel. As always, I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.